He's drooling on me again. Just hang on. Hello, and welcome to Lauriceskitchen. Kitchen. Today we're making more cookies. This time it's a brown sugar cookie, and we're making two different varieties. One a more traditional cookie, and the other a more scone-like cookie. So let's see what we're gonna need. All of this should look very familiar. As always, the ingredients are listed here, as well as the full recipe and instructions in the description box below. Now, there are a couple subtle differences, but most notably, it's the fats. We're using both butter and margarine. Now, for the more cookie-like version, you want these to be very soft, on the verge of melting. For the scone-like version, the fat should be mostly melted. We're also using extra large eggs instead of just large. So let's get started putting these cookies together. The butter and margarine need to be very soft, even on the verge of melting. Now, if you'd like your cookies to be a little more scone-like, you can almost completely melt the margarine and butter. Aside from the margarine and butter, we of course have brown sugar, salt, sugar, and our baking soda and baking powder. All of this is getting mixed in with the fats first. And once the fats and sugars are creamed, we're going to add in our 2 eggs and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Last in goes the flour. Now, I do not sift flour, but I do fluff it so that it's nice and fluffy, and then I scoop and just allow it to level. This works out to about 135 to 140 grams per cup. This is 2 3/4 to 3 cups. Now, the humidity and your ambient temperature is going to make a difference on how much flour you're going to use. And it won't change the flavor if we have to add a little bit extra. It is so humid in here today. Okay, so you can see the difference between the two. I'm gonna scrape down the sides because I can see a little bit of, looks like margarine over here. All right, we're gonna put this on slow and add in the eggs and vanilla. All right, let me scrape down the sides again. All right, now we can start adding in our flour. And it's so humid again today, I will probably end up with 3 cups. Okay, yes. In the wintertime, you'll probably only need 2 3/4 cups. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's get this scooped out. We're going to be using a number 20 disher to scoop these cookies. Now this makes a 1/4 cup size cookies. And for comparison, this is my number 40 disher, and this is what we usually use to scoop cookies. Now I am using wax paper. We don't have to use parchment paper here because we're not cooking on this. But when you go to cook, you need to switch over to parchment paper. So let's get these scooped out. I should get about 17 of these cookies. And we're just refrigerating them so they can be close together. I have my insulated cookie sheet and I have it layered with parchment paper, not wax paper. We're going to do 3 of the more scone-like cookies and 3 of the regular cookies. Now, just keep in mind, these do spread, but not that much. So they can be kind of close together. And my oven is preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to let these cookies cool on this pan for about 10 minutes, during which time they'll settle down if they're going to. Now you can see the regular cookies have already started to settle. The scones are going to stay pretty puffy, but we're going to let these cool completely. It's time to give these a taste, and I think the big guy's going to taste with me. Yes, he is actually standing on the floor. All right, who gets to... I think they're good. Oh, he's drooling on my arm. This is mine.